First things first, if I see one comment about my big red tomato face, I'm going to scream. Yes, I spent the day at the beach on Easter Sunday, and yes, I forgot to wear sun cream. Yes, I look like a tomato. Yes, I look like the outline of my overlay here. I know all that. I know. And yes, excuse me for hitting the mic, but yes, I do have a line where my glasses go. You can't see it so much that side, but there, I have a line where my glasses go. I know it's bad, but that's not the point. We're here to do Football Manager stuff, right? So let's just get into it. Welcome back to episode, I believe, is number 8 of Musk FC. Excuse me. I hope you enjoyed the little bonus upload we did at the weekend of this season review of season 1. Here we are at the start of season 2, and oh my god, a lot has gone on. We're still not even close to the start of the season because of how far or how late the season starts. We are unbelievably in the National League North. I don't know. I don't know. Somehow we're in the National League North, but whatever. Because of how late the season starts, though, on the 5th of October, season starts on a Tuesday. Weird. We've got to play literally like half a season's worth of friendlies before we get there. So that's great. That's really great. So this episode will just be me talking you through the transfers that I've done so far. Although, I say so far, I think we're pretty much done when it comes to transfers, to be honest. I keep catching my red face on the camera there on my screen. It's really bad. Anyway, I think we're pretty much done when it comes to transfers. I'm not looking to make any more big moves in the transfer market. As you can see, I've got no activity left on, people to come in and stuff. We do still have money left if I quickly just turn off my camera. Which, I don't even know where the button is. Where's the button? Anyone? There it is. There you go. We still have money left, as you can see, 1.3 million with 20 grand in the wages. But we've had a massive squad overhaul. So let's show you what we've done. First of all, those leaving us. Alfie Payne has gone. Yeah, he came in and he played a couple of games and he done really good, but he's just not good enough for this level. He is good enough for this level. He's way too good for this level. But we've also got players that are way, way too good for this level. So Alfie Payne, unfortunately, even though he's only 21, made a bit of profit on him, to be fair. He's left us. But he's gone and looks like he's going to be playing in League One on a regular basis. 2 games at the start of their season. How many games are that? Well, they're 6 games in, so he looks like he's going to be playing a fair amount of League One football this season. So he's done well for himself. He's landed on his feet, you could say. Here's the rest of the outgoings. So far, there's one more name to add to the list. If I keep, clearing my throat, I really need a drink, but I haven't got one here, so apologies for that. There's one more name to add to this list, which is Wes Fletcher. He's going. He hasn't gone yet, but I'm just waiting. If no one comes in for him, I'm going to release him because he's that bad. But Michael Collins, our old central midfielder, never really played, to be honest. 9 games at the very, very start of last season. Nothing special. Nicky Muir, this one I didn't want to do. It was taken out of my hands. The offer came in and the board were like, money. They grabbed the money, and unfortunately Nicky Muir has left, which is a shame because he played a few games towards the end of last season. Well, 2 games towards the end of last season, plus a friendly game, plus a cup game, so 4. But it's been taken out of our hands. Nothing we can do now. He's gone to Birmingham. He's going to sit in there under 18s for a while and grow and do whatever and probably end up as nothing and maybe coming back to us. Reggie Lamb and Bonzingala have both gone to Notts County on frees. You'll notice that most of the players have gone on a free because I couldn't get anyone to buy them, despite the fact Reggie Lamb's worth a little bit of money, and so is Bonzingala. But anyway, they've both gone to Notts County on a free. Jared Bird has gone to Tranmere on a free. Ollie O'Dwyer, Scunthorpe on a free. Michael Stevens, just a youngster out on loan. Mitch Hancock has gone to York on a not on a free, sorry, just used to saying it now, for 40k, rising to 50k. Liam Smith has gone to Lincoln City for 15k, rising to 25k. Matty Willock, that is probably going to be one that's surprising a few people. Matty Willock, considering he played 34 games for us last season. He's probably the most high-profile player to leave, apart from maybe Padraig Armand, but we'll see. So Matty Willock has gone to Chesterfield on a free. We just don't need him. We've brought in a real high-caliber central midfielders, so we're good there. Padraig Armand has gone to Sligo Rovers. He's gone back to Ireland to finish his career off. Out of interest, how long's his contract? He's got a 2-year deal over there, so I'm guessing that'll take him to 35, and he'll probably hang up his boots. At the end of that contract, one last contract over there for him though on $2,000 a week is pretty decent. With the amount of people that we've signed and our youth players and stuff, we just didn't need Padraig Armand at 33 anymore. Luke O'Neill is a player that joined us towards the end of last season with a view to be staying on this season, and then with the amount of players we signed, we were like, no, don't need him. So after signing for 8.5k, playing 2 games, he sold for 15.5k, and so far has played 5 games in League One for Blackpool. Again, much like who else was it? Alfie Payne landed on his feet, and Shay Facey has gone to Coventry as well on a free. It was between selling him and Kane Ramsey, and Kane Ramsey is quite simple. Kane Ramsey used to play for Saints, and I like him, so see you, Shay. So yeah, that's all the outgoings. In terms of incomings, we have made a few signings. Michael Dawson, I think I showed in the season review that he was coming in. He is now in. He's also the new club captain, even at 37, and he can't run, and probably will have to play one of every 3 games, but you can't beat Premier League experience. You can't. And my man was playing full seasons for Tottenham, not 8 years ago. So to drop down to this level, he played 18 games in the Championship last year, so to drop down to this level is incredible. And thank you very much for doing so, Michael Dawson. He is in. Pascal Juan Estrada from Wolves has come in. He will just sit in the under-23s for a while. We'll see if he grows at all. If he does, maybe we can make a bit of profit on him. I say a bit of profit. We didn't pay any money for him, so if we sell him for £1, it's profit. Billy Bowden has come in from Preston. He's a 29-year-old winger, can play naturally on either side, which is very handy. The thing that drew me to this Billy Bowden guy, 15 dribbling, 15 technique, just basically his technical stats in general. Technical's really good. His physicals are pretty average, if not a bit crap for a winger. And his mentals, again, are pretty average. But when a man like that is available for 3.5k, you're like, yeah, I think I'll go for it. So he can play left or right wing, left or right mid as well, cam and striker. He is in. Ryan Tunnicliffe, who I think is a Man United youngster, right? Yeah, Man United youngster. So he done the typical Man United route of going on loan to a few Championship clubs. Then went to Fulham on a free. Stayed there. He was there for 4 years. Wow, but barely. Well, I say barely played a game. He played nearly a full season for them in the Championship, but never really made a massive impact at Fulham. It's fair to say. Then went to Wigan on loan, Millwall on a free for 2 years, Luton on a free for 2 years, and now he comes into Musk FC. Elon's very happy with this one. He just looks like a really good striker. His technical stats are pretty okay. His mentals are incredible. When I say incredible, it's all relative, right? It's incredible for this squad, for this level. It's not incredible. He's not getting into the Barcelona squad anytime soon. Do you know what I mean? His physicals, again, really good. For only 1.7 grand a week, and the fact he's only 28 still. Grew up in the Man United Academy. Kind of grew up in the Man United Academy and the Peterborough, Barnsley, Ipswich, Fulham, Wigan, Blackburn, Millwall and Luton ones. But I just think he's going to be a good option in midfield. You can see now why we got rid of Matty Willett, right? Because there's more midfielders to come. Keon Etete from Tottenham, was that? Did he come from Tottenham? Yeah, so he come from Tottenham, £245,000 for Keon Etete. You might look at him and think, why are you paying £245,000 for a striker with 11 finishing? The fact he's 19, it doesn't say he's got potential, but he probably will grow a bit. I just think he's going to be a good third choice striker option for us. Our starting strikers will be Dan Nlundulu and Isaac Asante, the regen, unless anything drastic changes. But I think Keon Etete is a good backup option. 11 finishing is not going to be the end of the world. Good pace, even good jumping reach and good heading. So I'm guessing he's 6'2". Just a general third choice striker. Report says he's operating at League One level, so he's 3 leagues above where we are now operating, and he's not even our first choice. Oliver Rathbone is another central midfielder / cam / left and right winger if we needed him to be. Again, just pretty good all round player. Valued at 150k, we got him for 110k. Another Man United youngster actually, who's probably there about the same time as Tunnicliffe. Maybe not actually. 4 years younger. So no, probably not. But yeah, came from the Man United Academy, went to Rochdale on a free, spent a few seasons there and played a lot of games. So it's going to be a shame for the Rochdale fans, I guess, to see this guy go. But, maybe they didn't need him anymore. I don't know. I'm not Rochdale manager. I'm manager of Musk FC. We're much better than Rochdale. That's just the signings that came in before the season changed into this one. There's more. Murray Wallace comes in from Millwall on a free. He says left back and centre back naturally. I'd be much more inclined to use him at centre back just because of the fact he's 6'2", 15 heading and 14 tackling. If I use him at left back, it's all well and good, but I expect my left backs to get forward a bit. And with 11 crossing, 10 dribbling, and only 10 pace, I don't see him being utilised too much as a left back, unless he's needed there, obviously. But yeah, he's 28, Scottish, comes in after a career of sort of bouncing around a few different lower league English and Scottish league clubs. Started at Rangers, but never played a game. Went to Falkirk, went to Huddersfield, but back to Falkirk on loan. Then back to Huddersfield, where he played, about 50 games over the course of 4 seasons. To Scunthorpe, to Millwall. He must have done well at Scunthorpe, right? I'm guessing that because obviously this is real life. He must have done well at Scunthorpe because he went there for 75k and just 2 seasons later he's been bought by Millwall, a league above them, for 600k. But he's come to us on a free. Murray Wallace is in. And I really like the look of him. I really do like the look of him. I don't know whether he's going to start yet because I really haven't made my mind up on the team and who's going to be starting and where they're going to be starting and all this sort of stuff. But I'm definitely going to be keeping in mind his 15 heading, his 14 tackling, his good stamina, good strength, good positioning, all these yellow attributes, good determination. I'm going to be keeping that sort of stuff in mind when picking me starting 11. Not that it's going to have much difference. We're going to walk the league, right? Darnell Johnson comes in from Leicester City. Again, right back or centre back. Definitely not as good, right? Not as good as, what was the other guy's name? Murray Walker. Not Murray Walker. Murray Wallace. Murray Walker's. Yeah. Right back / centre back. But again, I wouldn't use him as a right back. I mean, this guy's got the pace. Darnell Johnson, he's got the pace. He hasn't got the dribbling. He hasn't got the crossing. He hasn't got the passing of a left back. He's got pretty decent or pretty average centre back stats. 12 heading, 10 marking, 10 tackling. Decent positioning, good strength, good pace, good jumping reach. 6'1", a backup centre back option, basically. Better than what we had, put it that way. Better than guys like Ollie O'Dwyer. Better than guys like Paco Craig. All those guys that played a full season for us last year. We're just improving on them. I'm talking a lot. Jay Fulton is a free transfer that's come in, and this guy is probably the star in the jewel in my crown that is the transfer window. Yeah, could have worded that one better, but here we go. He is a centre mid, formerly of Swansea. Also Falkirk, interestingly. Swansea is where I know him. Swansea is where I know him from. Mostly, these sort of seasons here. I know he's been performing well, but he's been on loan out of Hearts last season. See, Swansea didn't need him that much because they let him go to us for free. He was released. He come in. He is on £11,500 a week, but he is our best player at the club by a margin. If you look, sort of by ability. Oh, look who's at the top, Jay Fulton. I should say Calvin Bassey's loan has also been extended by another year, so we've got him to the end of this season. Jay Fulton should be an absolute heart, an absolute sort of rock in that midfield, doing things no one else can do. No, he's going to be, hopefully, playmaking in there. When you look at his roles, his preferred roles, advanced playmaker and deep line playmaker and Mazzala, so the 3 roles that get assists a lot more, he prefers them roles. 12 passing is more than good enough for this division, to be honest with you. And 13 dribbling, I mean, just a lot of general yellow stats. And where the stats aren't yellow, they're blue, which is pretty average. And the stats that are red, corners, we've got a corner taker. Free kicks, we've got a free kick taker. Long throws, he doesn't take throws. Determination is a bit of an annoying one, and so is concentration and natural fitness. Agility, I don't pay much heed to be honest. But an £11,500 a week, Jay Fulton is the big one that's come in this summer. Well, there's another big one, but he's one of the big ones. Ryan Galvin is just one that the director of football brought in. He's just going to sit in the under-23s. He's only on £500 a week. It's fine. Nathan Holland has come in from West Ham. He is another backup wing option, mainly on the left, but can also play on the right. 14 dribbling, 13 pace, good determination, good flair, okay passing and technique and that sort of thing, but just a good backup winging option. A winging option? No, a good backup winger option. We took Mesaku Zhu from West Ham at the start of last season this season we take another one of their highly touted young wingers in Nathan Holland. Yeah, he's just going to be a backup. He's going to play. He is going to play games because he's got 3.5-star current ability, and according to this comparison, which just disappears just when you want it, which is really good, to be fair. According to this comparison, would be our best left winger at the club, behind Dan Lindeloo, but he's a striker, so it doesn't really count. He's a good player for most League One sides. He's obviously going to walk through his division, depending on the amount of games he plays. I'm struggling for breath because I'm talking so much. Jesus. Shea Facey left, which is why we brought in El Mohammadi. Now, I feel like I know him from Hull. Yeah, I know him from Hull. When they were in the Prem and that. Yeah, I remember him. But this man, maybe 34 years old, but his stats are still really good. Maybe you'd say more of a wing back than an actual right back. But even then, he's got decent tackling. But what I really like about El Mohammadi, really good crossing, decent dribbling, decent passing. He's going to get forward. He's going to get those crosses into the box. Yeah, his pace isn't great, and it's going to absolutely rocket off a cliff throughout the season because he's 34. But let's just see what he's got. We've got Kane Ramsey there, who can also play right back. We've got literally about 10 players who can play right back. It seems to be everyone's backup position. So if it all goes tits up and El Mohammadi is absolutely woeful, we've got another option. Well, we've got hundreds of other options. It's fine. The other jewel in the crown of the transfer window is this guy, Kane Harries. The only reason I know of this guy is because I'd done a save earlier on in the year, not on stream, not on YouTube, with Bristol Rovers. And this guy was incredible in League One. First season, got promoted to Bristol Rovers, hardly conceded any goals because we had a back two of this guy and... I mean, who's the other guy I had, to be fair? He's probably still there. Can't remember his name. I know that Brandon Hanlon played really good that year as well, that guy. I can't remember the other guy's name. Oh, it was this guy. No. It was one of these two. It was Max Emma. I know he was there, but I can't remember how often he played. Or it was Alfie Kilgore. I feel like it was Alfie Kilgore. But the back two that was Alfie Kilgore or Max Emma and Kane Harries, honestly, just was so good in League One. We're 3 leagues below that. So yes, I've paid a fair whack for him at 375k, but he's played a full season last season in League One, and I see absolutely no reason why he won't storm this division like he did for me off stream / video. His defensive stats are decent, not great. 14 tackling is good. 12 heading, 12 marking is decent, but like I say, not amazing. Good stamina, good strength. Good jumping reach, 6'2". He's going to win the headers, hopefully, even with 12 heading. Good first touch, good passing. So he's definitely like a ball-playing defender. Unfortunately, he has got a ban for some reason. I don't know why. For 15 yellow cards. And for some reason, that just applies to me. So that's great. He was born in 1997. He was born a few months before me. That's depressing. Miles Kenlock also came in from Ipswich Town. Backup left-back option. Calvin Bassey will be playing there, even though he's on loan. But Miles Kenlock will definitely get a fair amount of game time. I always used to sign him on FIFA, and I've always wanted to sign him on FM to see if he's any good. Now I've got a chance to. He's just a backup left-back option for 53k, which is no harm, because we've still got over £1 million in the transfer budget. And then these two guys, Ghassan Adme and Lucas Gamblin, are just youngsters that the Director of Football signed to sit in the under-23s for a while. In terms of players coming up, getting promoted from the under-23s, there's no one there at the moment that I'm like, oh yeah, let's bring them up straight away. The next guys I'm looking at are guys like Ryan McNeil, who had a bit of game time at the end of last season, like 2 or 3 games. Literally two games and 1 friendly. And Sheikh El Hassan, who again had a couple of games at the end of last season. It says 1, but then a few friendlies as well. They're the guys that I'm looking at to maybe be promoted up to the first team next, but the problem is they're both central midfielders, which is the position we have the most depth in. Of course, we've also got JJ, whose real name I can't remember. Jordan Johnson, that's why we called him JJ, because I was always going to mess that up. But yeah, he's a cam / left wing who is not growing particularly well. But there are like big youth prospects. We've got also guys like Barry Kirk, James Engelsfield, and then some crappers down here that are never going to turn into anything, including you, Jack Kearsey, to be honest with you. Probably should have got rid of you, but who cares? So yeah, that's how the squad's looking. You'll notice I haven't bought a goalkeeper. And in terms of position, we have two-star goalkeepers. Well, the reason for that is I want to play Matty Mockery. He's good enough for this division. His recommendation says he's operating at National League North level, so he is good enough for this division. I want to play him so that he grows. I could have loaned him out for a season, got another goalkeeper in, but I thought, do you know what? I've got all these amazing players. We're going to storm the league no matter what. I might as well play the regen 16-year-old goalkeeper. There's a chance he becomes world-class. I mean, looking at his stats now, it's not likely. That one flair and one leadership, that's got a lot of going to become world-class. There's a chance he becomes world-class, or there's a chance he doesn't. But let's give him a chance. See if he can come through the divisions with us, take us up all the way to the Premier League, and maybe even in some sort of European competition play for us one day. And then we can say, although all the other 10 players on the pitch might have changed, 10 times by the time we get to the Premier League, Matty Mockery will have been the one stalwart in the middle of midfield, the middle of the goal, hopefully keeping a lot of clean sheets. But if not, we got Matt Jones there, who's probably a bit better in terms of all-roundness with goalkeeper, but he is not on a contract, so if someone comes in for him, we're screwed because we have no third choice. But you can see just by star ratings how much better off we're doing. We've got a couple of 2-star players, but then these guys are regens. You got Nicky McAllister is a regen, and to be honest, should probably be back in the under-23s. Gregory Ifield again is a regen and won't get a massive amount of game time. We'll make him available for the under-20, not for 20 minutes. That's pointless. We'll make him available for the under-23s for their games. And Wes Fletcher, like I said before, Wes Fletcher will be being released if no one comes in for him. The amount of times I've offered this little the amount of times I've offered him out this season, I don't want you. You're crap compared to what I have now. But that shows just how far we've come. When Wes Fletcher came in, he's like a 4-star player at the start of last season. He's now literally the worst player at the club one season later. Which, I mean, if we're going by that logic, this time next year, Jay Fulton will be the worst player at the club, which I guess means we'd have to have someone like De Bruyne in the midfield, which probably isn't going to happen in the National League, but we'll have to wait and see. I think we've just got good all-roundedness when it comes to the squad. A lot of 3-star, a lot of 3.5-star players, a lot of 4-star. We're just going to try and play our natural game, get promoted, and hopefully, fingers crossed, from this point onwards, we won't have any massive overhauls in terms of squads. It was harder the first season because you just sign everyone that's available, right? Especially when you've got a massive budget. You just sign everyone that's available. So you just need then for the second season to kind of overhaul that, get the younger players in, get the old deadwood out. But now we've got a real solid base. The odd player will obviously change year on year as it does with any team. But guys like Jay Fulton, looking at the better guys here, he's a good player for most championship sides. There's no reason he doesn't stay with us all our time until we get to the championship. The one thing that's worrying me is the finances. Our projection is not so good because of the fact we're going to be bringing in barely any sponsorship money, barely any TV money, barely any prize money, but we're paying out wages of teams that should be bringing in sponsorship money, prize money, TV money. As you can see, our expenditure is £11.3 million. We're bringing in £2 million. Our wage costs are £7 million a year. Yeah. It's something we need to look at. Luckily, Elon keeps throwing money into the club, as you can see by this graph here. Every time we get down towards below 8 million, get down there to 7.32, he's like, oh, stick another £3 million in the bank, and then again, get below, there's 8 million, get below 8 million, oh, stick another £3 million in the bank. If that keeps carrying on, I'm loving life. I'm absolutely loving life. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. That is the squad. We should quite easily get promoted. I will have a quick look while I'm here. No offers for Fletcher. Again, ridiculous. Go away. Go away. I hate you. I hate you so much. Season preview-wise, yeah. No, probably fair there. Probably fair. We have 9 of the 11 players in the Media Dream 11. No reason why we shouldn't be walking the league. No reason why we shouldn't carry on going and having full unbeaten season. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know what's going to happen. But thank you guys for watching. We will be back next week, or if I can get a video done before then, to play the first league games of the season. We'll play, who we got? Kidderminster Harriers. They used to be a league team. And Alfreton Town. They didn't used to be a league team. Excuse me. I'm going to try and rush through this season as quickly as possible. Obviously, I'll show you the first couple of games to show you how the team plays. I might then go to like January, then go to Regen Day, then go to the end of the season. And then at least we're just flying through it a bit quicker. And then we got to the National League, we'll do the same again. And then when we get to the Football League, we'll slow it down. There we go. That was a lot of talking, wasn't it? I thank you guys very, very much for watching. I appreciate you just sitting here and watching me ramble for the last 26 minutes and 7 seconds. It's not that, because I've cut out the beginning bit. Thank you guys for watching. If you do want to follow me on Twitter, link's down in the description. If you do want to follow me on Twitch, link is down in the description. If you like the video, please feel free. Leave a little like. Click the button. It's no harm. It doesn't hurt you. It makes me feel great, but it doesn't hurt you. If you didn't like the video, however, feel free to leave a dislike. But be nice. Leave a little comment. Tell me why you didn't like the video. Tell me how I can try and improve. And yeah, thank you very much. Have a great day. Stay safe. And ignore the red face. See you guys later. Bye.